What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be talking about the top 5 best and worst value small forwards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So we've already done this for the 2 guards yesterday, the point guards the day before, and today we are on to the small forwards. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Also, if you guys do want to support the channel, I have set up memberships. Once we end up, well, basically, if you want to see a video like this an hour before it is gone public, there is a tier for that. Any top tier members can see that. As well as that, if you guys just want to support at all, you can see some people in the comment section with kind of different like logos beside their name. You can put in some emotes, and I am going to be updating them as we go on. So yeah, anyway. Now we are going to get on to the video. So first of all, I'm going to say this. The worst value are not necessarily the worst. Value does not necessarily affect if a card is good or bad. It is just purely based on value of the card. So for example, the number 5 and 4 on my worst value list are 2 of the best small forwards in the game. I just think they're really bad value because of the alternatives. And then I've got a Ruby card, my best value, who's obviously not as good. So anyway, now let's get on to it. At number 5, we're going to start with the worst value. Number 5, we are going to Possessed, and we're going to Possessed Halloween. A lot of you guys were saying that I should have just put Harden in my list for the 2 guards, but I'm just throwing him in here because Vince is good. It's just, we all know it's based on, it's because of rarity. We all know that rarity is the reason why. So catch and shoot, Hall of Fame, highlight film, posterizer, lob city finisher, difficult shots, gold as well. Oh, quick first step. However, he's only got silver range and silver clamps. Neither of them are upgradable. He's got a really good driving dunk, a really good 3-ball, good ball handling, decent up perimeter defense, really good speed. I mean, like, he's just not as good as Eddie Jones, but Eddie Jones is just ridiculous. Like, Eddie Jones, absolutely ridiculous. So there's a little bit that, like, saying he's worse than Eddie Jones isn't necessarily saying he's a bad card. Eddie Jones is just a god for his price. And, like, again, you can get Eddie Jones. I think I bought mine for 67k yesterday or something. Like, you can get Eddie Jones for, like, 80. You can get him for 80, and he's just a god. But, yeah, Vince Carter, again, just like a slightly worse Eddie Jones, and costs like 400k. So, yeah, he belongs on this list at number 5. And number 4, this is going to be a controversial one. It's Pink Diamond Giannis Antetokounmpo. And let me explain why. Because he is like, I saw the last one of him I saw end. It ended at 260k. Like, it got bidded up to 260. Obviously, this one might end up a little bit lower. But it will end up well over the 100k MT. And my whole reasoning is that this card exists. This card exists and he's 75k. And yeah, I know he's got like 7 Hall of Fame badges, but you can often get this card here with like gold quick first step, an extra Hall of Fame badge for like 70k. You can get him fully badged up a lot of the time for 70k with maybe an extra Hall of Fame badge here or there. And the cards stats wise are similar. The big difference is the badges. Like, the big difference between these 2 guys. I'm not even going to say it's comparable badges-wise. Because it's not. Like, 6 extra golds, 4 extra Hall of Fames. Like, it's just not even comparable. Downhill's a big one. But, like, floor general doesn't matter that much, let's be real. If anything, it can be a hindrance. If he's a top floor general playing the floor, it means he doesn't get the 3-point boost. Like, that badge can actually be a hindrance to the card, having Hall of Fame floor general, because a lot of the time you want the 3-point boost for Giannis, and unless you're playing with a second Hall of Fame floor general player, it's not gonna end well. Obviously, gold versus silver clamps is a bit of an upgrade. Bronze versus gold quick free step is a bit of an upgrade, but that's mainly it. Like, you're looking stats wise, a tiny bit better from 3, a plus 13 driving dunk. Realistically, again, if you can get most coaches' shoes, or if just floor general gives you an 85 driving dunk, he's still going to feel very similar dunking wise. Ball handle's a big one. I will say that is probably the big difference, because you probably have to put a shoe on this Giannis as well. But again, you need 7 ball handle. If you've got a hot floor general player at the 1 with a coach, that will go to 86. As well as that, like, you don't even need 86 ball control to to speed glitch on current gen, and the Giannis behind the back ball handle doesn't matter either. Block is a little bit better. Speed, he's a little bit better as well. Like, he's a little bit better. But I'm telling you, if you buy a 100k, okay, this one ended at 220. If you buy a 100k Diamond Giannis that is almost fully badged up, and you got this Giannis off rip, and you went into a game with both of them, and again, you didn't know which was which, you didn't see Diamond, Pink Diamond, I'm telling you, you would barely notice the difference. He's a tiny bit better for like 2.5 times the price, or for 3 times the price. So yeah, that is why he's on the list. Not saying he's not great, but that is why he's on the list. At number 3 for the worst value, we are going back to Flash, Diamond Kevin Durant. I mean, he's okay. He's fine. That's the only way I can describe him. He is fine. Doesn't do anything great. Doesn't do anything badly. Half green machine, gold catch and shoot, bronze non-upgradable range, bronze clamps, silver quick first step. I mean, stats are fine. They're fine. He doesn't do anything that well. Release is okay. Everything is just okay. And that's kind of one of the problems at this stage in the game is I would rather have a card that can just do one thing really well than a card that does everything okay. Like, he can shoot the 3-ball quite well. I don't like his release. I mean, his badges, you can't even get him upgraded. Like, he was fine for the time. He is just very outdated and for some reason has kept quite a bit of a price tag of around 50k, mainly because he's probably Kevin Durant, but yeah, he's more than good enough to use on next gen. I don't rate the guy at all on current gen. Like, I can't lie, I do not rate the guy at all. So now we are on to number 2 for the worst value. And this guy, these top 2, the first 3 you could argue are good cards. This guy is number 2 and it's not even close. Number 1 is just a ridiculous one. But number 2, Kawhi Leonard. 30k. Kawhi is awful. He is awful. Yeah, he's got half pick dodger, half tireless defender, half trapper. He doesn't come with gold clamps. I'm almost certain he doesn't. Am I wrong with that? Does he not come with silver clamps? I could have swore he came with silver clamps. Either way, though, he comes with gold clamps. His release is still pretty good. 81 3-ball, very few hot zones, not a great driving dunk. It's very difficult to make him speed boost. Like, the difference between a 79 and a 78, you can get him up to 79 with coaches very, very easily with like coaches and floor general. Actually, no, 78's fine. You can get him up to 86. He doesn't have any glitchy, really dribble moves this year. His dribbling's awful. He's slow, great lateral quickness. He is a solid 3-and-D guy, but he is, I'm telling you right now, he is worse than the number 2 best value card, and the number 2 best value card is a Ruby. And also, he can't play 2 guard. He plays power forward as a secondary. Kawhi Leonard, I'm telling you, lads, he is not good. He is not good, and his price is so much higher than it should be. And number 1, I was like, oh yeah, I can put in the likes of Havlicek and stuff, but obviously they lock in for things. They lock in for JR. Look, I'm not going to hold the fact they're lock-in cards against them too much. However, this number 1 is the most ridiculous thing in the game. Shawn Marion. He locks in for 25 tokens. The guy is 10,750 MT. He is 11k MT. He's got a broken release, half rebound chaser, a bunch of gold badges, does not come with clamps, special delivery goal. Actually, special delivery goal is really good. Doesn't come with any shooting badges, a moderately good 3-point rating, but he can't dribble the ball. He's slow and can't really play defense because he doesn't have the badges to play defense. He doesn't do anything. He's awful. He's absolutely awful. He's one of the worst players I've ever used in this game. He's arguably the worst amethyst in this game. Like, I am worthless on all my tier lists. He is so bad, and he's still 10k MT. Yeah, he is. You can buy 100 Shawn Marions for the price of, I don't know, like a LeBron James, Pink Diamond. But I'm telling you, man, this card, even at 10k, belongs on the worst value list. Now we are on to the best value. So, these cards right here, again, they are pretty good. So we're going to start off at number 5 with draft Brandon Ingram. So Brandon Ingram, you're looking at this card right here and you're thinking, he's around 37k. He's quite expensive, but he is so good. His release is fantastic. It's the same as Jaylen Brown's release, except his is on quick, which means it's even quicker. Half quick first step is so nice. It is so nice. He also comes with, does he come with bronze? He comes with bronze range, but it's upgradable. Wait, this is confusing. Why does he have Circus 3s and not the... Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's my fault. He's a weird glitchy player because you can upgrade Circus 3s, but you can't upgrade Deep 3s, even though Range Extender is Deep 3s plus Circus 3s. Like, you can't upgrade one of them without the other, but it says you can upgrade Circus 3s. Either way, though, his one problem is he doesn't come with clamps. If you can manage to find one of him, even with bronze clamps, he's unbelievable. But everything on the offensive end, he's so good. His quick first steps, ability to go to the basket, his handle, his dribble 6, Pro 2 tween, great speed, ball, and acceleration, all of 85, decent lateral quickness. Unfortunately, his length isn't quite what it was last year, but I'm telling you, this guy, he's really good on offense. And if you can find one of him badged up for around 40-50k, you got a great card in your hands. At number 4, we are going to the current set. Maybe this is a bit of bias, but this Hedo Turkoglu, once you get used to his release, it's GG's. It's game over. It's game over once you get used to this release, because his dribbling is just unreal. The guy is 6'10". He's a 6'10" dribble god. His release is it's not actually slow. It's iffy. It looks really awkward. I will be the first to say that. But man, the way he moves. Next gen, I'm telling you can hit with him. His release is fine. He's got half catch and shoot. Comes with gold range extender on next gen gold Circus 3s. Only problem is no clamps. That is literally the only problem with this card. But what you are getting for like probably 3.5 KMT is a 6'10" dribble god with an 89 3-pointer, 80 driving dunk, 85 speed, goal quick first step, 80 lateral. You are getting a guy that can carry a team, especially when you are just starting a game. You're getting a guy who can carry your team on offense if you can get used to his release. You're getting a guy that can honestly carry any team on offense, like not even if you're starting, that can carry a top team on offense if you can get used to his release. He is that good on that end of the floor. And on current gen, man, the way his handle into his dribble glitching on current gen is just stupidly good. And then obviously he's got blinders as well, so he can hit those unbelievably deep laners on next gen. Hedo belongs here at number 4. In terms of his defense, it's not great, and also the release is a bit iffy, which is why he's only at 4 and not number 1. But yeah, they are still problems, so he's down here at number 4. Then we are at number 3. And number 3, we're going to the Possess set, and we're going to see Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy and Kawhi were in the same set. Kawhi is 3 times the price of Jimmy. Jimmy is 3 times the card Kawhi Leonard is. Jimmy's like 10 KMT. And for 10 KMT, what you're getting is a Curry sliding small forward who is a better secondary position than Kawhi. He can play at the 2. Comes with gold, silver clamps. He's got silver heart crusher. He can get range extender. He's got, on this gen, he got hot shot, which is crazy. He's got bronze flexible release. I don't know what set shooter is. Also got gold interceptor. He's got an 83 3 ball, which I think is a little bit higher than Kawhi's. Base 22 is a really good release. Really good driving dunk. Again, good ball handling. To be fair, he's going to go up to 86. Good speed, decent speed, ball acceleration, and good lateral quickness. He's like better Kawhi Leonard who can curry slide. He's like, literally, that's it. He's a better Kawhi Leonard who can curry slide. And for that reason, and 1/3 of the price, he's number 3 on the best value list. Then at number 2, we are going all the way back to the final set. And this is better Kawhi Leonard, Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen. Like 2.5K. He's on every list. He's on freaking every list. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why when you're looking at budget cards, Bruce Bowen is still the standard we set for 3&D guys. Bruce Bowen, he has hot zones everywhere on the floor that you can't see. So current gen, he's going to be cash. As well as that, the guy's got gold catch and shoot, gold pickpocket, gold clamps, gold intimidator, which are all crazy good badges. Goal corner specialist as well. He's got a really nice release. 88 3 ball. Can't dunk the ball really. Isn't going to create at all. 96 lateral, 96 perimeter defense. Not the best speed. But I am telling you, the speed is high enough that he's not going to get blitzed for his defense. Like if you've got really high lateral with like 60 speed, you might get kind of beaten a few times. It's tough to recover. He's not going to be the greatest player in the world for playing lanes because of speed as well. But man, I am telling you, if you are just starting out the game and you want someone to just put on the opposing team's point guard to lock them up, and you're just starting out, Bruce Bowen is the perfect player. Heck, Bruce Bowen is usable right now. He is usable right now. If you want to get, say, complete unlimited. If you want complete unlimited and you have Bruce Bowen as your 2 guard, I'm telling you, you stand a chance. You stand a chance against anybody with Bruce Bowen. If you're good at the game, you can use that Bruce Bowen and get away with it. And he's like 2K MT. He's so cheap. And it's not even like he's Nick Anderson and going up. He's only going down in price. You can often get Bruce Bowen for 900. It's crazy. And then number 1, and my favorite card in the game, Glenn Robinson. Like Glenn, he kind of fluctuates between like 50 and 60k. So right now he's around 60k. Certain times on Fridays he'll drop to 50k. If they give out a draft pack, he'll drop to 50k. But I'm telling you, Glenn is my favorite small forward in this game. Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist. He's got goal clamps. Goal quick first step. Not the best dribble moves, but his release is really good. He's got silver range extender, silver circus threes. Really, he's got base 29, which is unbelievable. He's literally like he's like cheap Zion. He's cheap diamond Zion and better than Zion on next gen. 89 3 ball, 95 mid, great driving nugget 90, good ball handle, good perimeter defense, great speed, as well as 85 lateral. The card is just ridiculously good. And there's an honorable mention here. For the 50 or so KMT it might cost you to get Cam Reddish. Because of the Cam, I'm not even going to call it the Cam glitch, like it's a literal thing that's always been in the game. It's how people, like, someone might find a card that's a snipe with like 100 contracts on them and they'll just swap. They used to be able to swap it out for locked in players. Like it's something that's always been in the game. Like I used to do it back in the day when I'd lock in a set and then I'd end up buying a card with a shoe or something and have to swap out the locked in player. I used to have to do that all the time back in the day. So it's not like it's a new concept what happened with this, but basically you end up getting the highest version of all these Evos and then you swap them out from the auction house and you can just keep with the lower overalls for all of these players. So there's a reason why I've got, well, they're all actually sapphires, which is a bit of a surprise. But with the Cam Reddish glitch, you can sometimes make a profit, sometimes maybe cost 40, 50k, because you literally just buy the cards and sell them straight back. So a like asterisk Cam Reddish number 1 because of the quote glitch, but I can't necessarily put him at here because again it might be kind of an exploit and you do need to have a couple of 100k MT in your collection. It doesn't cost that much. If you don't have a couple of 100k MT, you're not going to be able to buy all the cards needed. So a little bit of an asterisk, but obviously if you want to argue the Cam Reddish should be on the list, I cannot argue. And if you want to argue Cam Reddish should be number 1, I also cannot argue. Because if you have the hundreds of thousands of MT, if you have the capital to do the Cam Reddish thing initially, he's number 1 without question. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.